Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the coat room of a Red Lobster, we have Trip Thomas versus the Mighty Hobo. The Mighty Hobo standing 6'5", 322 pounds, not counting the fleas and ticks. His following in the footsteps of great transient professional wrestlers like Rocky Mountain Thunder and Wildfire Tommy Rich. Thomas is saying something to the referee now, possibly taking bets on when the last time the Mighty Hobo has taken a bath. Thomas trying to get the crowd into it at the start of this contest, and it appears that all 7 people in the crowd are clapping along with him. Ladies and gentlemen, the electricity is hanging off the rafters in this contest that could be a main event anywhere in the country. We have the first offensive move of this contest, the Mighty Hobo with a wrist lock that sends Trip Thomas crashing to the canvas. That canvas was provided by Bill's Powder Blue Emporium of Beckley, West Virginia. Go there for all your powder blue needs. Trip has now reversed the hold on the Mighty Hobo and is really putting the pressure on. We only have the one camera angle here in the booth, so I can only imagine how pained the expression looks on the Hobo's face. I personally believe that it is one of absolute boredom. I would like to point out at this moment in time that I'm going to do my absolute best to objectively call this contest. However, I would like to express my extreme displeasure at the management of this television station for effectively forcing me to travel to Mullins, West Virginia. Bill, this is the last damn time I play poker against you. A great float over that Thomas turns into a front face lock. No complaints here, pal. If the only people in attendance were my immediate family, I wouldn't be doing any drop kicks this damn early either. The Mighty Hobo has slipped out of the broken vice-like grip of Trip Thomas and appears to be giving him a light shiatsu massage. The hostages in attendance sure look excited, pending their release following the conclusion of this match. Now Trip is arguing with the referee over the Hobo breaking the hold. Hey buddy, it's not his damn fault your headlock is looser than a Crisco sandwich. Now the Mighty Hobo appears to be asking the referee about the possibility of actually getting himself a Crisco sandwich. But there are no timeouts in the world of professional wrestling, even for something as sickening as that. We thankfully forward to a later point in the match. They lock up again and one has to wonder who in the blue hell cares. The Hobo backs Thomas into the corner and gets a clean break. But seriously, how clean of a break can you get from a Hobo? One thing to look out for in this contest is if the Mighty Hobo can get Thomas in position for his vaunted finishing hold, the Bindle Blaster. For those of you that have never seen this move, and judging from the crowd, that's got to be a hell of a lot of you. The Hobo gets behind his dazed opponent and beats him about the head, neck, and shoulders with a kerchief on a stick. And what can be described as the most interesting thing in this contest up to this point, that door to the right of the screen just opened. Maybe we will finally find out who was DDP's mystery benefactor. Whoever owns the building this contest is being held in sure has a mighty big living room. My God, folks, that Hobo must smell like the inside of the ball shiner at a bowling alley. Now Trip has chased himself out of the ring. The smell emanating from the Mighty Hobo must be absolutely unbearable. Ladies and gentlemen, I can now see off camera that Trip Thomas has gone all the way to the concession stand to cover for the old lady from the Rotary Club while she uses the bathroom. Trip Thomas tentatively gets back in the ring while the Mighty Hobo goes and begs for change in the opposite corner. A headbutt that was merely a 3 on the power Udi scale by the Mighty Hobo. I'd wager that after coming that close to the Hobo's head, that Trip Thomas will be shaving himself bald immediately after the contest. Thomas is the recipient of some major jaw-jacking from the crowd. Well, not really a crowd, but all 7 people in attendance are sure giving him a good talking to. Possibly something about his truck leaking oil all over the parking lot. Jesus Christ, will somebody throw a pie? Reverse chin lock on Thomas that causes him to cough and choke from the smell. In what can be described as the most athletic display in the contest so far, several children in attendance are playing Ring Around the Rosie in the background. One actually seems to be putting his coat on and begging his parents to let him go home early. Ladies and gentlemen, we have something going on here. The young child that was putting his coat on earlier has had enough and decided to leave. The audience has now dwindled down to 5 people, unless you count the preschoolers sleeping on insulation in the corner of the banquet hall this match is taking place in. More people are deciding to leave, it seems. I guess they heard the referee whisper to the combatants to go home and mistakenly thought the message was for them. Thomas trying in vain to get the 5 people left in the audience to clap along with him in a show of support. In my opinion, it's definitely not working. I'm not even sure there's enough people in attendance to properly refer to them as a crowd anymore. The Mighty Hobo has actually become so bored with his own match that he is now looking around the ring for change. He appears to have picked up a very valuable buffalo nickel and has handed it to the referee for safekeeping. And here they go, folks, trying this lockup bullshit again. The Hobo, for some reason, is stepping on the outstretched left hand of Trip Thomas. Perhaps Thomas grabbed the nickel out of the referee's pocket. Another lice butt by the Hobo, sending Thomas to the canvas. One has to wonder, with as much punishment Thomas has received, that the Hobo is actually the one giving him a ride home. And the Hobo sends Trip Thomas out of the ring through the top and middle ropes, trying desperately in vain to remind the folks in attendance that they are actually watching a wrestling match. I don't mean to be picky here, but for the love of God, would either one of them get a ladder, stop this contest, and change that light bulb? The Hobo is headed out of the ring and appears to be doing something with either a chair or a pool. I don't give a damn. The referee is called for the bell, and we get some very ginger kicks on top of a table from the Hobo. One man appears to be taking pictures, and you just have to wonder why. From what we can see off camera here, Thomas and the Hobo are fighting over the last hot dog at the concession stand, and 2 people arrive from the mystery door. Yes, that was the big surprise, folks. Apparently the mystery man that opened the door was the guy living in the next apartment telling them to keep the goddamn noise down. I guess that mercifully brings the contest to a close. I am getting the hell out of here before someone in the audience begins rifling through my belongings. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time.